Cubing in the Lion's Den 2023. Started the first round of 3x3 with an 18.8, which is a decent solve. It's a good way to start the average. So on the second solve, I do a white cross, and it's going pretty well, as you can see. I average about 18, 17 seconds, and on the second solve, I get a 14, which is second to PR single. I really want a PR average because the last time I broke a PR average in 3x3 was February, and I knew that I could definitely beat that. So on the third solve, I get a 16, which is a great solve, and it's a counting 16, which is going to make the average really good. Like I said, I hadn't broken my PR average since February, and that PR average was an 18.29 at Pretzelmania. I could definitely beat that, and I get another great solve on this fourth solve, another 16, so I think I've already beaten my PR average. And beating my PR average means I extend my PR streak, which is now 11 competitions, which I think is pretty insane. Anyway, on the last solve I get another 16.2, and my average is now 16.44, which is going to be very hard to beat. That was a great average. Now I had 2x2, pretty much my favorite event, and on this first solve of 2x2, I get a 4.24, which is a great solve. My PR average at this point was 4.56, and I got a 5 here, but I think that I could still beat my PR average. Great solve, and the average is turning out really good. This next solve isn't really on camera very well, but terrible. It's really bad. I got a 6.9. Luckily, bad solves aren't counted in the average, and it's just a mean of the middle 3. Luckily, on my last solve here, I got 3.9.
I think I just got PR average in 2x2.
Did get PR average in 2x2 with an average of 4.43. Now I had Skew, which was a very chaotic event. This was not a +2, but
that's good.
It was a good solve, I guess. 9.5. That's better when I averaged. That solve I had to get an extra because it was a close +2 call, and the judge rotated the cube to see if it was a +2, and it misaligned the layers a little bit. On my extra, I actually did better than what I did on the other solve, which makes my average a bit better, I guess. Third solve, I get a lockup that adds on like 2 entire seconds to the time, and I get an 11.
Now it could have been so much.
Fourth solve, I have another fourth solve, I have another really close +2 call. The delegate decided that that was not a +2, so I didn't get a +2. It was a 9.99. I had an extra, a couple of really close +2 calls, a bad lockup, and on this last solve, another really close +2. It actually was a +2, which turned that 10 into a 12, but I still did get a decent average of 10.24. On my first 4x4 solve, I have no idea how, but the scramble was pretty good. I got a 1 minute, 1 second solve, which I've never even gotten a time like that at home. My best time at home was 1:02. So after my overall PB 101, I got a 117, and then another 117. So I got an amazing solve and then 2 okay solves, but then I get a 126, not a very good time. I average around 117, 116, 118 in 4x4. But on my last solve, I get a pop during the OLL parity algorithm, and then that leads to a bad solve. Had I not gotten the pop, it would have probably been like a 120, maybe 115. I'm not entirely sure. In 4x4, I made the cutoff time, but in 5x5, the cutoff time was harder, and I did not make it. But on my first solve, I did get a 238, which is a PR single. Second solve was even faster than my first, and I got a 228.
Hi.
Second round of 3x3 definitely went worse than the first round. Solve's not very good. I get a 19. But on the second solve, I have this really easy scramble. I get an easy white cross there.
You got a free cross.
Solve was a 15 on 69.
That's solved.
And here on my third solve, I have another really easy scramble, but I have some pauses during F2L. One of the best OLLs. And then an E-perm that I messed up and I have to do an H-perm.
Mess up the E-perm.
That's an 18, but it could have been a lot better. In my fourth solve, I got an A-perm, and then I plus 2'd it somehow.
Oh no!
Wait,
It's a plus 2. Is that a plus 2?
that's definitely a plus 2. Fourth solve was a 21, and on my last solve, I completely forgot what happened, but I'll just remember that I got a 19. That average was 19.11, which is pretty trash. Anyway, you made it to the end of the video. Subscribe, like, my WCA profile is in the description if you want to see my results from other competitions, and you can ask a question in my Q&A right here. Bye.